Stampers, Jackie Bolhuis from Stampers. I've got a lot of fun to share with you today. We are making an easy birthday card. You know, birthday cards are one of those that I think most of you probably send more of than anything else. Well, maybe you send more Christmas cards, but birthdays, everybody has birthdays. They happen year round, so we can't forget about birthdays. Now, the card I designed, there's a little history behind it here. A few weeks ago, I was at Onstage, which is Stampin' Up's annual, well, twice a year convention they have. And my daughter, Jamie, now some of you have met her. She's done a couple of videos before with me. She came to Onstage with me, which was an absolute blast. Well, one of the things you do at Onstage is you swap cards. That's just what demonstrators do. You make a whole bunch of them, and then you go and you just trade with others. Well, I told her, if you're going to Onstage, you have to swap cards as well. Well, we had the state of panic, you see, because typically when she's done videos and stuff with me, she's been at my house. I've kind of coached her through. I've helped her. Well, she lives in St. Louis, and she doesn't have a lot of stuff. And I said, okay, here's the deal. I will design you a card. I will send you what you need to make it, and then you have to make it and bring them to Onstage with you. And she was all for that. You know, she's like, make sure it's easy. And I'm like, well, yeah, everything I do is easy. And I said, and it'll be a card that I think you'll like, and you'll want to keep those supplies because you'll probably use them to make more birthday cards throughout the year. So it worked out perfect. I designed it. I cut everything, I packaged it up, and I sent it to her. And she went on stage and she had a blast swapping cards. So this video I actually made before you're seeing it because I wanted to make it and have it all ready to go so that she could see it, so she sees how to make the cards. And then I made her take pictures while she was making the cards. And then at Onstage, I took a bunch of pictures of her swapping. You know, I just wanted to see, have you see the fun that we had. So make sure you hop on over to the website because those pictures aren't part of the video because the video is for you to learn how to make this card as well. But over on the website, I have pictures of her stamping, her swapping, and some of the fun that we had at Onstage. So I'll have the link to the blog post right down there in the description of this video so that you can easily click over to the blog. Also on the blog, I'll have a list of all the supplies that I'm using today and that she used to make the cards, along with the colors and all the cutting dimensions. So you'll know just how I cut the cardstock for her so that you can make this birthday card yourself. So without further ado, let's go ahead and flip this camera down and I'm going to get stamping this card. So Jamie, this video is actually for you so you know how to make the card that you're going to swap at Onstage. But no, in all seriousness, this video is for all of you guys that watch my videos. It's a quick and easy birthday card, just like everything I do is quick and easy. And I'm using the Perennial Birthday stamp set. Now, I know a lot of you have this. It's been around for several years. This is an absolute favorite of mine when it comes to just making birthday cards. Super easy to work with. Use any colors you want. Great greetings for the inside and outside. Perfect birthday card. So let's set that aside. I have my stamps mounted on blocks already. I have all my cardstock pre-cut. So we're going to start with a piece of Whisper White. This is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Now remember, these measurements are going to be over on the blog as well, so that if you want to make this exact same card, hop on over there and you know exactly how to cut everything. So we're going to start with the stamp that says, here's to celebrating you. And we're going to stamp this in black right there. And then now this stamp set is what I like to call a parts and pieces stamp set. Lots of different pieces. You can stamp them with just your colored ink pads. So we're using Melon Mambo. Now when I stamp multiples of things, I like to kind of twist it like so. That way they're going in different directions instead of all like very symmetrical. The other thing, I always like to stamp in threes. An artist once told me that stamping in threes is more visually appealing. So that's where that came from. So we did 3 of those flowers in Melon Mambo. And then we're going to take the leaf, and I have Call Me Clover. This is just a really nice, fun, kind of bright green. And again, we're just turning the cardstock so we get these leaves going in all different ways. You know, notice I'm turning the cardstock versus trying to, turn my hand and my wrist, and I would say, don't make yourself into a pretzel. Just turn your cardstock and then you can real easily just stamp. So we've got the leaves there. And then we'll take the smaller flower, and I've got Mango Melody, and we're going to just stamp. And again, we're going to just work in threes. We're kind of doing like a bunch of flowers up here, And then we're going to come down here and we've got a bunch of flowers going down there. So we've got 3. Whoops, we even caught an edge there. So we're going to make sure we cover that up with another stamp. So see, it happens to the best of us. However, Jamie, if you're watching this video, the ones you make for swapping better look good. Mama's watching. I'm sorry, I'm just being a little silly here. So then we've got the dotted stamp. We're going to cover that up. They'll never notice that. And we've got soft sea foam. We're just kind of filling in our little sprays of flowers. So there's all the stamping on that. Now we're going to add the words happy birthday. Now a little trick here, I got that on really crooked, is sometimes I don't pre-cut my cardstock because it's easier to stamp and then cut it if you just want a long strip for your words. So we're inking up happy birthday, and I'm going to come right down to the bottom. I have this cut, I think, 3 3/4 wide because it's the width I want. And then I'm going to use the edge of my stamp, and I'm going to come right down on the very edge of that cardstock, like so, and stamp happy birthday. And then I'm going to grab my paper cutter. And yes, Jamie, I know you have a paper cutter, so you can do this as well. And, you know, I can see where my cutting line is, and I'm going to just go ahead and trim it off after I've stamped it. That's easier than trying to figure out how wide that piece should be and then trying to make sure you stamp centered in it. Just go along an edge and then trim it. Okay, we're ready to put this layer together. We're going to just use our liquid adhesive. And I have a piece of basic black, which is, let's see, 3.5 by 4 3/4, I believe. We're going to put that on there. And then you have to use dimensionals. We're going to take our happy birthday strip here, and we're just going to put 3 dimensionals on there and peel those off. And this is going to go, and you can kind of play around with it. Where do you want it to go? Up and down. I want to make sure I'm below that, the Y on my U there. And we'll just put it like so. And then let me grab my card base. Okay, we have a piece of melon mambo here, and we're going to just fold that in half. We will add this to the front of the card. Looks like my happy birthday should have been over to the right just a little bit there. You know, I bet we could even peel that up and move it over just a little bit. See, I'm kind of a disaster myself today. Oh, it does not want to come off. Okay, there we go. We're going to move it over. Probably would be easier to put it on that melon mambo first, because then you can see a little bit more, so you can have it sticking out both ways. Then we have a piece for the inside, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. And we'll use another one of the stamps. Like I said, one of the beauties of this stamp set is that you have what I like to call inside words and outside words. And then we're going to stamp 3 again. We're going to work in 3s, but we're going to kind of do it 1, 2, 3. And we'll do this. And let's see, where's our leaves? Like I said, it's a parts and pieces stamp. So you just have lots of different stamps here that you can just kind of put it together however you want. We'll put some Mango Melody in there. And again, let's do that. So we're still doing 3s. We're just, kind of spreading it out. So we'll do a few of the soft seafoam dots to fill it in a little bit. There is the inside of our card. And we'll put that inside. So now remember, hop on over to that website. I'm going to add an embellishment on here, so don't go away yet. But hop on over to my website. The link will be down in the description. And I'll have pictures of Jamie making her swap cards. But I'll also have some other cards made with the stamp set. Like I said, I've had this set for quite a while. It's been around for a while. I've used it several other times. And I'll make sure to share those old posts with you as well, so you'll have a lot of ideas what you can do with this to make quick and easy birthday cards. So I just have some rhinestones. And again, we're going to work in 3s. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Gives it a little blingy bling. And there is our birthday card. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you go check out the blog post. Leave Jamie some love if you like her cards that she made over on the blog. And as always, guys, if you have any questions or I can help you with anything having to do with stamping and card making, make sure to let me know. I'm a full-time Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I love to share quick and easy cards. I love to teach you to make quick and easy cards as well. If you want to order the stamp set or any of the other products I use, make sure you go to the blog as well. I'll have everything listed over there for you, and then check out my rewards program. I love to give my loyal customers free products, so make sure you read about that, and if you have questions, ask me. And until I stamp with you again, have a stampy happy day.